All right, hi there, Adrian here. I want to take you on a little bit of a tour and show you our current situation at our shared kitchen facility where we make our seasonings and sweetenings. And so I'm going to show you what we're working with right now and also what the next steps might look like for us, for any company that wants to grow. So we're going to give you a deep inside look of how to take a company from say 15 to 20,000 a month, which is about where we're at right now, to something a lot more, like triple or 4 times that in the next couple months. So I want to share that journey with you. And first of all, here's our shared kitchen location. I'm going to show you a few things that we do here and what we want to do next. So here we have a rack here that has our raw spice ingredients. We have, I think, around 50 different spices and ingredients that we use to make our seasonings. We have 20 different blends. And then we have sweeteners and sugar-free sweeteners. And we keep them all right now in buckets. We have a bunch of buckets with sweeteners and with seasonings right there. We have another rack with our packaging material, jars and lids and stuff like that. So basically 3 racks here at this kitchen location that we need to pull over into the kitchen area before we start to do our production. I'm gonna show you a little bit about the kitchen here and tell you where we need to go. So basically what we really want to do is get our own place. We started off with our own place and then it turned out to be too much for our size before COVID. Then we moved to being home-based and sharing a kitchen. And so that's what we're doing right now. We can't wait to get back to our own location so that things like moving all these racks over just to do our production, then we don't have to do that anymore. That'd be great. So yeah, we have these buckets right now. And obviously we would like to have larger bins and have our volume. So we don't need buckets, we need larger bins, and that our production materials takes up way more than just one rack, and that our raw material spices will be on pallets. And so we need room for that. And so if we're gonna grow, we have to foresee and think about then, what are we gonna need as we start getting lots of orders and revenue. We also do a lot of like vendor events, fairs, festivals, things like that. And online is a big part of our business as well. And then also we have some commercial accounts like for food prep companies, stuff like that. And so here I am at the kitchen, and we are in Meridian, Idaho. And Idaho is a great place to make seasonings. The main reason is because it's super dry here. It's an arid climate, and that makes it really, really good for spice blends. Because Florida, for example, would not be a good place to make spice blends because it's so humid, and then we would trap that humidity in with our jars when we're making them. So it's great to have an arid climate to make our spices in. And then if you are in a humid climate, I know people will put like little packets of rice in tea bags inside with the jars to keep the moisture out. But that is an ongoing challenge because we do not use anything artificial in any of our products. And every single thing we have ever made has been made on this little Hobart mixer. So it's a little tiny thing. It's like a 7-gallon drum thing. Anyway, back from my days as a baker and as a cake decorator, I learned that Hobart is a great brand. So we use the Hobart. We've used it for the last 10 years. We bought it used and it is still kicking. So we love having Hobart. That's another thing that's gonna have to change as we grow. So what we really want, so when I'm mixing spices in this thing, they go everywhere. So I actually put this large bag over the whole mixer just so they don't get all over the place. And that's really helpful actually, because in a shared kitchen, I'm making some very spicy blends, like with ghost pepper and with Carolina Reaper blends. And if other people are here, you know it. So anyway, our next step would be get a larger mixer and something self-contained so that we can actually blend the spices and they don't go all over the place. We don't have to put a bag over the mixer and so on. Okay, so that's just a little bit about where we make our seasonings here at the kitchen, and some of the challenges that we have, because we have to, of course, roll our racks all the way across the kitchen to start making our spices. And then when we're blending the spices, it would be great to be able to make larger batches. And that's something we're definitely gonna have to need to be able to do as we grow. So the whole main point of this TikTok series and social media push is to really open the hood on a business that is trying to grow today. Business today is different than business in the past. And there are things we don't want to throw away the business systems of the past. We want to use those systems. And then in many cases, we want to improve those systems. And so we do like to say we do business a little bit differently, and we're going to explain and show that how we do things differently along the way in this little series. But we have a deadline, and businesses always have deadlines. For us, that deadline is October 30th. Why? Because for the first time in 10 years, our entire family, me, my wife, 4 kids, are going to be going on a vacation. My son is graduating from college in Orlando. And so we're going to go to Orlando, go to Disney World. And in order to do that successfully for 7 days to go on this trip, we have to get our business to a point where it can run without me and my wife. And right now, we're not there. And so we have 8 weeks to be able to do that. Take our business from where we are now to being able to run without me, without my wife, and still have increasing revenue. And so that's our target. And that is our mission for this next 8 weeks or so, that we can help grow this business. We have a few new employees who are very flexible, and we have some ideas and plans in how to do that. Also, I am in charge of creating a new program for Boise State University called the Young Entrepreneur Program. And that will help young people be able to know what it takes to be able to start a business today and succeed. We live in a society right now where 50 to 80% of all startup businesses will fail within the first 5 years. And those numbers are super high. And I just don't think it needs to be like that. But I think if we know much more about what goes on behind the scenes in a business, we can be better prepared ourselves, especially for young people who want to start something new, to be able to take that business from nothing to something, because that's what we're always doing. We're in the process of creation. We're creating something new that doesn't exist in the world. And so as an entrepreneur, that is our goal, to not only do that, but to do that with something that people want. I was telling earlier, my son, that for us, it's really, we've been doing this 10 years. We're really all about now just taking it to the next level now. And for us, that's the main challenge, because we know you can take a bad product to market and scale it. Like, you can put a bad product out there and be successful in some measurables. But for us, we want to take our good products and we want to do it the right way. So, looking forward to having you guys along with us for the journey, and look for much more as we go through this journey, taking our business, and you're going to get a really good look under the hood. All right, guys, see you next time.